Hello everyone, hi, welcome to the channel of Wall Street Mojo. Watch the video till the end, and also if you are new to this channel, then you can subscribe us by clicking the bell icon. Today we have a topic with us is called flippin' poison pill. Now we have heard about poison pill a lot of times when we talk about mergers and acquisition, probably during the hostile takeovers. This word is quite famous. We'll try and see what's written here. See, Netflix on Monday say that it had adopted a stockholders' right plan designed to prevent activist shareholders from launching in hostile takeover. See, whenever you talk about this kind of terms, it's really very deep. Now, what exactly this is all about? First, what does this flippin' poison pill exactly mean? Well, there are 5 types of poison pills available for the companies which act as a defense strategy for the company. Now, flippin is one of this 5 poison pills. This is, the sort of, you can say, the defense strategy. It is a defense strategy where existing shareholders of the company are allowed to purchase more shares in the target company at a discount. So the target company uses the flippin strategy to keep the bay hostile takeover, diluting the value of the company with increased available shares. So this leads to reduction of the percentage of the ownership of the potential acquiring company. So only existing shareholders are allowed to purchase the shares and not the acquiring shareholders. Let's break down this term into more detailed format. See, the flippin strategy, the provision that is mentioned in the company's bylaws. So whenever a shareholder acquires a certain number of shares, generally closely around, let's say 20 to 50%, then the flippin poison pill is triggered into the action. And if we consider the shareholder's point of view, a flippin helps in making quick money because the new shares are purchased at the discount, right? And for the shareholders, this difference between the market price of the shares and its discounted purchase price is considered to be the profit. Now, many experts give the logic that when the board of companies implements the flippin strategy, it lessens the number of the potential offers when help in the protection of the own position, because in the case of the company takes over, then the position of the board is unstable condition, right? So in order to secure this position, keep it stable, the boards of the company may prevent acquisition by implementing this poison pill. But in the end, this strategy is bad for the company and its shareholders too. So the provision for flippin poison pill can be found in the company's bylaws or charter, which says that they can use it as takeover defense. Now the companies, they call it as a takeover defense. Now the companies who wants to fight this strategy can opt for dissolving this in the court by giving them deep discount, but there is uncertainty about the chance of the success. So the right to purchase happens only before the potential takeover and when the acquirer crosses a certain threshold point of obtaining the outstanding shares. Now, when the potential acquirer starts a poison pill by gathering more than the threshold level of the shares, then it risks the discriminatory dilution in the target company. This threshold develops a certain ceiling on the amount of the stock and any shareholder can gather before being required to start a proxy contest. Third, we'll take an example over here to understand. Let's discuss an example of flippin poison pill. See, in the year 2004, the PeopleSoft was employed the model against the Oracle's multi-billionaire takeover bid. Then the flippin poison pill was immediately put into action. The flippin poison pill that was implemented was designed in such a manner so as to make the takeover for Oracle very difficult. So the customer assurance program which was there was designed to compensate the customers, and the takeover happened. So this became financial liability, right? And for the Oracle, as per the Andrew Bartels, a research analyst like Forrester Research had seen this, and Oracle tried to opt for the court resolution for this case, and finally it succeeded in December 2004 when it made a final bid of approximately $10.3 billion. Now we'll try and understand what is the difference between flip and poison versus the flip over poison pill. See, Wright's plan include both flip-in and flip-over features. The flip-in poison pill is a strategy which the target company uses for making it difficult for acquirer company to gain control over the company. So this strategy is mentioned as the provision in the takeover candidate's bylaws, and that allows the existing shareholders of the target company, and it excluding the acquirer's right to purchase the additional shares of the target company, but at a discounted price. Now, the flippant poison pill strategy is purely defense tactic, which dilutes the share price of the targeted company and also the percentage of the ownership so the acquirer may already have. On the contrary, the flip over is a strategy that gives the existing shareholders of the target company the rights to purchase shares of the acquiring company at a discounted price. So it is implemented to protect against the second step transaction. And this strategy, it comes into play after the rights have been triggered and the target was sold or engaged in some other change in the control transaction. In these circumstances, each right then outstanding will flip over and become a right to buy. It becomes right to buy shares of the Radar common stock with the market value equal to the twice the exercise price of the right. So the provision for this strategy must be included in the bylaws of the acquiring company, and the implementation of this rights comes into play only when the takeover bid arises. The flip over poison pill gives an encouragement to the existing shareholders of the target company to purchase the shares of the acquiring company so as to dilute its shares that has been diluted share price. So in contrast to the flip-in provision which dilutes the buyer's interest in the target company, the flip over provision creates a dilution in the interest of the buyer shareholder, in the buyers itself. Fifth, my final thoughts on this particular thing. Well, the flip-in poison pill provision, it deters the buyer from, crossing the ownership threshold that eventually triggers the right plan for confronting it with the prospect of the substantial dilution. In every holder except the buyer is allowed to purchase the new shares at 50% discount to the current market, and the buyer's ownership interest gets diluted if the flip-in strategy of the rights plan is implemented. And the actual amount of the dilution is dependent on the exercise price of the rights, but it is quite substantial enough to make triggering the rights economically unviable. After discussing all of this, I think you must have got a fantastic idea regarding the flip and poison pill concept. We did the meaning part. We had break down this into different formats. We discussed the bylaws part. We also discussed the numericals, the numbers, discussed the oracle example of a flippin poison pill, the differences between the in and over. So that's it for this particular topic. If you have learned and enjoyed watching this video, please like and comment on this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.